Welcome back to the Studio B54. Today we're reviewing the movie The Call with, I think Halle Berry's in it. Her name's, I should really have this stuff like ready, you know? What about her? Let's see. Yeah, Halle Berry, and the main character's name is Jordan, I think. Movie's on Netflix. Good movie. What did we take away from this movie? What did we learn? Okay, it's like a action slash suspense movie. What I took away from it is the privilege that I have as a dude. I've never, in the United States at least, been scared of getting kidnapped. You know? I walk around late at night. One, because I'm a dude. Two, because I'm a fat motherfucker. So I don't think anybody could, like, literally carry me into a trunk of a car. I don't even think I fit in the trunk of a car to begin with. So, there's that. But you'd have to, like, take me in a van or something. And then that'd be a little difficult, too. You have to convince me to get into the van. Yeah, like this, and I've noticed this. I didn't have to know this before the movie, but just women, some women, not all, but most, like, are very, like, hyper vigilant about that, like hyper aware or whatever. I don't want to say words, because I know, like, my wife and my sister-in-law. My favorite time to put gas, just let me reference this. My favorite time to put gas is at night. I have this theory that because it is cooled off, the tanks of gas and like that are underground, they aren't so expanded and compressed with air and gas. So when you're pumping gas, it's not coming out at a fast rate. Okay, so that's my theory. So whenever I put gas, I try to put gas either early in the morning or really late at night, where it's cooled down for a while now. Not my wife, not my sister-in-law. It has to be either with a group of three or midday, you know? And in public where there's a lot of people. I've put gas at some sketchy places with some sketchy people around me. I don't do it not being aware of these people, but I do it because I'm like, what's gonna happen? You know, like, I don't have any cash for them to, like, take or anything. And what are they gonna ask for? Gas? I mean, I'm gonna steal my car? My car's a piece of shit. So there's nothing about that. Okay, back to the movie. What did we take away from the movie? Yeah, that's it. Really interesting movie. You know, the guy was kind of creepy. The girl tried to do everything she could, you know, like the first car that she was in. I don't know if I should do spoilers or not spoilers. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of talking. But she tried to do everything she could, you know. She kicked out the backlight of the car, and she's like waving her hand down, and then trying to throw paint out. Now I'm like, that just does not make sense. What I was really wondering, I'm like, how's this movie gonna end? Because I had seen it before. I'd seen it in theaters, so it's not a new movie to me. But I'm like, I forgot how it ends. And I'm like, doesn't this movie end with the guy getting taken into custody? Or do they shoot him or do they kill him? And I was surprised because I was like, you know, actually that's a little, I should talk about that at the end, you know? It was a long movie. It was, how long is the movie? The movie is an hour and 34 minutes. It felt like a 2 hour long movie. took me like 3 days to watch it, honestly. Well, it really did. Um, the reason I feel it took so long is because there's okay, the initial part where she gets kidnapped, that didn't take long, but the first car ride in the red car, and then when they found the black car, and then when she goes out to look for the kid, like she personally goes out to find the kid, because that's the main story, that like the cops can't find her because they got sent to this wrong address, to the only address they know of the guy, but she somehow, like, if you watch it early in the movie, you might not get it, but you have to have like headphones on, I think, just to really get what they're talking about, and you like find out what's going on, and you can use like I'm sorry, I thought I heard something outside. I was just like, what was that? It just took too long. The guy ended up killing 2 other people. He killed the driver of the second car he stole. He stole a car. He killed that guy. He killed him with... Actually, I don't even think he killed him. He hit him with a shovel. He stabbed him, and at the end of the day, I think he was still breathing. The second guy he killed was when he was trying to put gas, and which was horrible, because it's like, it's your stereotypical like Mexican dude, like, oh, see, senor, I'll go put gas for you. I'm like, yo, dog, you didn't have to like make that guy that bad, but whatever. This movie was like 2008 or something. Doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't matter, but like, whatever. So this movie takes place in Los Angeles, so that's something I really like, because while you're actually watching the movie and they're talking about these places, it didn't take Los Angeles. It took place in the San Fernando Valley, and I'm part of the San Fernando Valley. I live in the San Fernando Valley, so when they talked about certain things, they were actually happening in the places where that was. So I found that really interesting. And so he ends up killing the guy that pumps his gas. And the way he kills him is he lights him on fire. I'm just like, this is too much, man. This girl is not worth it. And you're like, why is he kidnapping this girl? The reason he kidnaps a girl, which I think is like weird, I'm like, whatever. He kidnaps a girl because it reminds him of his sister. Okay? So he already kidnapped a girl before that. And then this is the second girl that we know of. We don't know how many he's kidnapped overall. And they go to his house, and he has like a little altar. Like, an altar for his sister. And you're like, that little girl looks a lot like that other little girl he just kidnapped. So you're like, what's going on? But the weird thing is, it's his sister, like, homeboy didn't like shag his sister, And then Halle Berry, Jordan or whatever her name is, goes to the cabin where his family used to live, and that's where he finds more information about the sister. And what happens is, which is pretty not cool. It's not cool. It's cool that like they show everything kind of scared, like from the point where Halle Berry leaves her office job at the 911 dispatch place she's a dispatcher. That's how this whole thing happens. Sorry, like I feel like you didn't say that, but that's not important, because she's a dispatcher and she's the one that like talks to the girl. Okay, we're all cut up. Okay. She goes to the cabin, and then you see the picture of the sister. And what happens is, I think it's implied that the sister gets cancer at like a really young age, so her beautiful blonde hair falls off. And I guess he started taking, because the kid is younger than the sister, looks like he's younger than the sister. And the last picture they show of the guy is him like open mouth kissing his sister, who's on a deathbed. So he's, I don't know if it's like a necrophiliac thing where he's like gonna fuck his dead sister, or I don't know. I'm gonna take that. I don't know. You just don't understand what's going on. You know, like is this like a sexual? I mean, it has to be like a sexual thing. You know, like those sexual murders or whatever. But like, you just, he doesn't hurt the little girl at all. In the, like, what is going on as you figure it out. And the last girl they found, they didn't say anything either that she got like abused in that way. She just died. She got killed. So he has her like in this little cave thing, and he starts like cutting her scalp off, which I don't get. I'm like, is he trying to like make her bald? I don't know. Because there's this part where they're like, oh, you weren't supposed to see that. What I really think is that he's trying to taxidermy his sister back together. That's what I think is going on. And he's just taking like parts from these little girls, kind of like Silence of the Lamb kind of thing, with the Buffalo Bill dude. But a lot. The Buffalo Bill guy was like creepy because he was a weirdo, but it was creepier because this guy, like, you know, he had a family. He was a medical technician. He lived in Santa Clarita. He drove like a regular old car, and like that's what is creepy about this. So, you know, I was like, so what's gonna happen? Are they gonna shoot him? Are they gonna stab him? Is he gonna like die on like a fall? Because like he's underground and he falls one time, and it's like, does he die because of that? Nah, he doesn't. Which I'm like, I'm kind of glad like this is going to happen, but it doesn't. I don't know. It's not enough for me. I feel like it would have been better if they just took him to jail, because to him, his identity is more something he really cares about, like, to what I understand, what I'm looking at. Like him, like his wife figuring out this stuff that would kill him, you know? Like his kids, I think that would be horrible. So, what they end up actually doing is Halle Berry and the girl that got kidnapped, who now has like a purple eye and like a piece of her hair is just like kind of like falling off or whatever. They take the guy down into the little cabin cave thing that he had the girl in, and because he was gonna like operate on her, like peel her skin off, they tie him into that place and they just let him be there to die. I'm pretty sure he dies, you know, like dies of starvation, of dehydration. I'm okay with that. I would have preferred like him going to jail. I didn't want him to die, but you're okay with like the ending. So what? At the end of the day, what did I take away from this? I took away that I don't know. It's not really a lot that like. I think the most important thing is always be aware of your surroundings. That's the best. That's what I took from this. And like, if you feel some guy's doing something weird in his car, it doesn't matter if you call the cops. You know, it's better that the cops show up and look at that dude and be like, okay, you're a little bit of a weirdo, instead of like him hiding a body. I think that's the best. I think that's what I learned. And I think I'm gonna keep that to this day. If you ever have the gut feeling that someone is doing something weird in a car, just call the police. What's supposed to happen? You know, they're don't stick around and be like, oh, this is the license plate. This guy was being kind of weird. I don't know. That's what I would do. Okay, guys. Thank you again. I don't know what order or how I should be reviewing these. I don't know. I like this whole, like, just kind of blah. I don't know if you guys want me to, like, talk about what happened in the movie, which I think is important, but at the end of the day, I think that's not the most important thing. I think the most important thing is not how does the movie make you feel, but like, what is the lesson you learned? What's something you took out of this? I think that's the best thing you could take from any kind of art or media. I guess. I don't know. This is my own interpretation of that. Peace. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if you guys want to watch anything. Let me know in the comments. Peace.